Okay, here's what you do to be able to use your new WordPress website. All you need to do is type in the address of your site. In this case, I'm using ShilohLutheranChurch.org, and you hit enter. It will take you to a page that is Shiloh Lutheran Church in this case. You come down here to log in. You left click log in. You type in your username. I'm typing in my username here. You'll type in your own and then your password here and click log in. That takes you to your dashboard. You're on your dashboard right here. You can always click right up here to go to the site. You can always click on or hover over that and click dashboard. So you're in here now. If you want to make a post, you come up to new and you click post. That loads a page where you're able to make a post. You see you've got places over here where you can do categories. I only have on your site right now events. You might want to make a new category here in which you click add category and you type in like sermons. Hit enter and now you've got a sermon category here as well. You can always untoggle these just by clicking on them. If you don't click on anything, uncategorized will come up as a default. So we're going to make this now to say be an event, and the event that we're going to do is going to be called a new post. I'm just making up something generic so you can see how it works. Then you click into the paragraph area down here and you type in whatever your text is going to be. I'm just going to again make something very generic. This is an example of a new post. I'm going to misspell post here so that you can see that there is a spell checking device. You can right click over that and look for examples of what it is. Post isn't presented, so you just click outside of that, you go in here and you manually correct it. If, for example, we were typing Bible and I mistyped the letter next to the I, an O, Bobble, or Bobble, you right click on that and Bible is one that you can choose there. So just showing you how that spell corrector works. If you then come back here to the beginning of it, you can hit enter and move that down a line and then click above it. You can add a graphic or any other kind of media that you want. I'll just again pick something kind of generic. You click here to, you can see files in here that I've already uploaded. Click here on upload files. You select files, you browse out to your site doing that. I'm just going to pick something that I've got here. JPEG files work really well. It's loading this now, and it'll kind of make it clear here and also down here where you're ready to insert it into the post. And the graphic appears here, you're ready to click over here, insert into post. So let's be watching for it here. There it is. Now click insert into post, and you see that you've got a graphic there now. So you can also click on this little area right here, left click and drag it down so that you can see this whole area here. So now when you're ready for this, you can either, when your post is ready, you can hit save draft, which means that it won't be live to the viewers of your website yet. You might want to preview it now. If you click on preview, it will open up a new tab. And now you can see what that site looks like in real time, even though it's still not live on your site. You can close that tab now and come right out here and click publish, and that will make it live on your site. Now I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want this particular site or this particular post being live on your site. So what I'm going to do, instead of publishing it and making it live, I'm going to first go in here. Well, I'll just go ahead and move it to the trash. That's right here. Click it. Now I've moved it to the trash. It's not there. Now I want to go back out and I want to get rid of that media file because it's a couple of megs large. So over here on media, I'm going to click on library. You'll see here that there is that file. I'm going to delete it permanently because it's a couple of megs large. You've got 8 gigabytes of storage room on your site, so we don't want to, that's a goodly amount, but we don't want to use that up if we don't need to. So I'm going to get rid of that file right there. It's going to prompt me, do I really want to get rid of it? Of course I do, because I just asked it to do it. So that kind of gives you a basic idea of how to add things to the site. Now there's a lot more that you can do too. Again, we hover over this and we go to the dashboard, and here is a place where as you get comments on your site, you'll be able to go in here and approve them, spam them, trash them, those kinds of things. Changing your appearance, I would not recommend that you mess around with this at all. In fact, as a contributor, I don't think you have the ability to do that. Only the administrator, of which I am that at the moment. We can change that for you in the future when you think you've got a really good handle on things and you don't need my help anymore. That's when we would change somebody else to be the administrator of the site. You've got various other things in here that you can kind of play around with, see how they look. I encourage you to just browse through. For right now, I'm going to take you to Pages. Now Pages, let me get back out here to the main site. These things across the top I've set up as pages. So we'll go back out to your dashboard now and look at those. You click on Pages, and all of these pages are here. If you wanted to set up a new page, you just click on Add New Page here. And I'm going to just create a page name. I'm going to call it, I can't remember now whether you've got sermons. I'm going to go back out. Yeah, you do have sermons already. So I'm going to make one called Services. So again, up here at the top, Add New, Services. Now, when you wanted to add your audio, of course you would go in here and use Add Media, and you'd be looking for usually MP3 files, because that's the lowest amount of storage space that would be used, would be for an MP3 file. And you click Publish, and when you do that, and you go back out to the top, you'll see that here now we've got services in here as well. Now I'm going to go back in there to Services, and I can do that right there, and then click on Edit. And what I want to do now is I want to move that to the trash, because I'm not sure whether you want that or not. So now we go back out, and you'll see that Services is gone. As a rule, I like to keep this pretty clean across the top so that you've got one grouping across here, so things aren't coming down to a second line and getting kind of funky looking. There are ways to embed underneath these pages. So for example, here on a pastor, we could bury sermons and Bible study and services right underneath pastor, so that when you hovered over pastor, sermons comes up now. Now, a good example of that is on another site, the Carolinas Mission District site. Here under upcoming events, I've got various upcoming events buried under pastors. I've got pastors seeking call, and I've got sermon audio. So when we click on sermon audio, you see that we get that sermon audio there. So there's ways to embed things under there as well, on your site as well. That will come at another time, and I'll be happy to help you with that. First, you got to kind of figure out what all you want to go on the site before we do that. So I think now you see that you've got a site that you can kind of work with. You kind of have an idea of how to make posts. If you have any problems, don't hesitate to call me, or don't hesitate to email me for that matter, and I'll help you through it or even create it for you. Now at the top here, you'll see 4. This is various plugins that you have updates for. So you click on that, you come down here, well, you just come looking here, and you can see that we've got here an update of WordPress available. So we're going to update that now. It will do that for you automatically. This is getting rid of bugs and creating new little things that are helpful there. So that's been updated now, and it gives you an idea here of some of the things that are in the update. That happens fairly often. So we're going to go back in here again. You've still got 4 up here. So that you see you've got some themes that you can update. We're not going to do that because this isn't running off of any of those themes. You don't have to worry about that. So I think you're okay. So you can always go back up here and come back out to your main site and look around. I'm going to show you one more thing. This is a post that you had me make a while back. When you're logged in, and you can tell when you're logged in because right here it says site admin instead of log in, and you got log out here indicating that you're logged in. On any post, if you found that you wanted to add something to it, some new text or a new piece of media, or you found a typo, just click on edit here. It will take you into that particular post here where you could say one of Pastor Dave's. We could say that, turn that to Pastor David's and update that. I'm not going to do that because I know you don't really want to do that. So I'm going to click on this. It's going to ask me if I want to leave that page. In other words, it's expecting you to update that change. I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to leave the page. So there's a few of the ideas of things that you can kind of get over. This will get you started on adding some posts to your site. Again, ask me if you've got any questions, and I'll be so happy to help you.